Good evening. Just getting warmed up here for a second. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. We're just getting set up here, and we'll be ready to go here shortly, momentarily. Okay. We are doing the sticky note show this evening. I did change it up a little bit from what was originally posted. As you can see, we are doing Wolverine and Deadpool tonight. Might have been influenced by a certain trailer that was dropped today, but we'll get started momentarily. So what you see now are some of the stickies that I've already penciled. I'm going to ink these tonight, finish them up. We'll get them framed, ready to go, and then we'll add them as an auction. We'll run them, and maybe you might win one. I'm just trying to check something on this end real quick. Okay, looks like we are live on YouTube as well. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am going to start with, you know what? Put some of these off to the side. Actually, no. Here's what I'm going to do. Leave these on here. Let me just grab whichever one I'm going to work on. I'm going to start with, actually, let me start with these two. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate you all stopping by. We are just getting started with tonight's sticky note show. Called a little bit of an audible on the original plan. Excuse me. But figured, let me do some Wolverine and Deadpool tonight. Might have been a certain trailer drop that influenced that. But hope everybody's having a good evening. So what we'll do tonight is I'm going to draw a few sets of Wolverine and Deadpool on the sticky notes. We'll run them as auctions once the drawings are completed. Some of those are already preloaded, so you can pre-bid now if you'd like. Otherwise, there's also some items in the shop that are just there for buy it nows. You can feel free to pick those up. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of draw for a little bit. Did anybody watch the trailer today? And if so, what are your initial thoughts? Welcome in, Guster. How are you? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, trailer looked great. I was pretty happy with it. I'm excited for that film. I can't wait to go and check it out. So let me zoom in on this one here. Okay, so I'm working on the first one. We're doing a little bit of a different format this evening. So once I do each set of drawings, I'm going to run them as an auction. So if anybody likes anything they see along the way, you can either bid on them after they're done, or you can pre-bid on a few of them now. There are also some items in the shop that you can just go ahead and pick up if you like. Right now I'm working on the face-off one that is listed in the auction. And they can either be facing off or they can have each other's backs, depending on how you just choose to display them. All right. Grab a few pens off of here. All right. Was there anything in the trailer that really surprised anybody, or what was it that got you most excited? Also, not sure if anybody is avoiding trailers, but if you are, just a heads up, there might be some trailer spoilers as we chat about it tonight. So just be aware. If you've never been in one of my shows before, you can just check out the shop area if you're interested in seeing what these finished sticky notes are all about. Just kind of a fun little thing I like to draw on sometimes. Ant-Man cameo, yes, that Ant-Man cameo was a big surprise with that giant head in the void there. That was I was intrigued when I saw that. Welcome in, Beans. Thank you for stopping by for a little bit. Just getting started here on the first bit of sticky note goodness for the evening. If you're new to my shows, welcome. My name's Chris, and I draw on sticky notes. I draw on some other stuff too, but tonight's show is all about sticky notes. Welcome in, Cowles. Appreciate you stopping by for a bit. If there's anybody I've missed who has hopped in here, thank you. In addition to drawing these tonight, I am going to run them as auctions once each one is completed. So if you're interested, stick around. Welcome, Marley. Welcome, Nemo. Welcome, Campo. Welcome, everybody. Anybody and everybody. I will say auctions will start lower than what sticky notes usually cost. So if you're interested, you might be able to snag one for a little bit of a discount. I hope everybody is having a good Monday. I actually just had to think about it for a minute. I was like, is it Monday? What day is it? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Welcome in, Titan Art. Appreciate you hopping in for a little bit. Thanks, Titan. Appreciate it. Working on the first of our double headers here, or duos, I guess I should call it. So with a name like Titan Art Studio, are you also an artist, and are you an artist here on Whatnot? And then follow up, like what type of art? Nice. I'll have to make sure I bookmark some of your shows and check them out. Okay, cool. So kind of the same general interests and stuff that I sort of gravitate to, which I guess makes sense for this category here. So I was asking earlier what everybody thought of the new Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, and what surprised you about it. Guster said the giant Ant-Man head was a surprise. That was as well to me. I'm just really looking forward to seeing those two together, though. Oh, Titan, I'm sorry. You didn't see it yet. Well, shoot. Goodness gracious. Well, I apologize. No, we gave a kind of a general spoilery type warning at the beginning, but I know people are coming and going. Not everybody's gotten that. So anyway. Did I say Ant-Man? I meant Ghost. Did I say Ghost? I meant Batman. Did I say Batman? I meant it was a cameo by somebody else. Yeah, that's a ticket. I'll try to keep my mouth shut from this point forward. Try to just focus on the sticky note. Welcome in, everybody. I think I've seen a couple other folks pop in here. Appreciate everybody stopping by for a little bit this evening. Tonight's Sticky Note show is inspired by a certain trailer that dropped today. If you have not seen it yet, I will try to no longer inadvertently spoil things about it. But we had a Sticky Note show scheduled, and then when I saw the trailer, I thought, well, I really like drawing both of those characters. I thought it might just be kind of fun to do something like this tonight instead. Call a little bit of an audible. You can also get a sneak peek of what I'm going to be working on tonight. If you check out the auction section of this show, I've got the pencils for a few of them there. Depending on how the night's going and depending on how I'm feeling, I might have a couple more that I add to the mix. But I'm definitely going to go through the ones that you see there. So right now I'm working on the face-off set that you see there. And if you're interested, you can go ahead and pre-bid, or if you want to wait and see how badly I butcher it first, totally understand. Welcome in, Jayhawk. Welcome in, War Comics. Hope y'all are having a good Monday evening. I'm really starting to like the arts community here on Whatnot. I always get a little kick out of it when I'm looking at the chat and I see other folks hop in that already know each other. I still consider myself relatively new to this environment, but even I've been here now for about a month or so. But it's been fun. Thanks, Jayhawk. Appreciate it. There is the first half of our first piece. Zoom back out here. So this first one in the face-off set, we're going to have Wolverine facing off against Deadpool. My brain is gone. Or, if you depending on how you display them, they have each other's backs. So we'll work on the Deadpool side, not the Daredevil side, but we'll work on the Deadpool side. And then once I finish Deadpool up here, I will go ahead and run these two together. And if anybody's interested, you too can have sticky notes with little shades of gray in color on them. So Titan, you were telling me the themes that you or the genres that you kind of gravitate towards. What types of work do you do? Is it like sketch card type stuff, sketch cover type stuff, just other sorts of work? What do I have to look forward to when I get to finally check out one of your shows? Well, I'm hoping to, Jayhawk. The ones that are already listed in the auction, I am definitely going to try to get through tonight. And then after each one is done, I will run them as an auction. Um, Depending on how it all goes, I may even have an additional one or two to go through. But if I can get through the ones that are already listed, I'll be happy. So I'm working on this set now. I will probably, let me look at my list here. I'll probably work on the one that's labeled mashup. I might do that one next. And then I might do the claws v butter knives. That way, you know, if you're thinking you've got to duck in and out, there's a little bit of a that's the loose schedule of what I'm going to try to do. So I know you've been in a few of my shows before. You know, the sticky note sketches can take a little bit of time. If there's anything that you're interested in that you might not be around for, feel free to go ahead and pre-bid if you're so inclined. And otherwise, or you can just hang out and laugh as I screw up sticky notes. Oh, nice. Thanks. All right, go enjoy dinner. Thank you for doing the pre-bid on that. You said the blue face-off ones. Did I mislabel something? Face-off should be the ones that I'm working on right now. Let me just make sure I didn't screw up. So the blue ones should be listed as claws v butter knives. Is that the one that you pre-bid on? Oh, okay, cool. All right, sounds good. It's my first time doing the auction side of this, so hoping I didn't screw up any of these listings. Well, go enjoy dinner. That one will probably be not the next one I do. It'll be the one after that. So you've got a little bit of time there. Okay, cool. Welcome in, Sad Zombie. Thank you for stopping in for a minute. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome in, Big Top. Appreciate you stopping by for a minute. Let me hop over and check on YouTube for a minute. I tend to neglect them while I'm working on stuff. Welcome, Living Daylights. Appreciate everybody who is giving me a couple minutes as you pass through. Right now I'm working on the Deadpool half of the first set that we're going to run tonight. So we're getting close to finishing it up. So if anybody is interested in possibly picking up a piece from the auction, stick around. We are a little bit closer to the first one running here. If you've never seen one of the sticky note shows before and are curious about what I do here, feel free to check out the shop area. I have a handful preloaded there that'll give you kind of an idea of what these finished products look like. But I'm also getting pretty close to wrapping this one up, and then you can see what this two pack looks like, this 2-set. Welcome in, Bake. Welcome in, Elric. Welcome in, Riptide. Welcome in, Savage. Welcome in, RHJR. Welcome in, anybody. If I happen to miss you, I apologize. But I appreciate everybody stopping by, passing through, just hanging out for a little bit. Like I said, I'm getting ready to wrap this one up, which means then we will run it. So if you're interested at all, stick around. We will have this one up for grabs here momentarily. Okay. There we have that one. Welcome in everybody who has hopped in since I last checked. I'm going to grab a couple frames. So before I frame them, take a peek. These are the first two that we're going to run tonight. This is the face-off set as it's listed in the auction area. There's Deadpool. And there's Wolverine. So depending on how you display them, they can be facing off, or of course, they could just have each other's backs. Thanks, Guster. Appreciate that. We're going to throw them in the frame here, and then we will get them ready to run. Yeah, I actually really like how they came out. Okay, why aren't you sticking to the board? There we go. There we have the first one in its frame. Oh, I'll have to rotate that one, but that's fine. Okay, so there are these two that we just drew. Let me get the auction ready to go here. This was the face-off set. Hang on. That's the face-off set. We're going to go ahead and start that auction. We'll start it at 25. We'll let it go for 30 seconds. We'll see how this works. Oh, hey, thanks, Guster. Thanks for putting in a bid there for that one. I know you've picked up a few of these already, so you know 25 for two of these is not too shabby. Usually they go for between 20 and 20. They've been going for 20 so far. Typically at shows and stuff, I ask between 20 and 25 each. But here we go. We're coming down to the wire. We got two of them here for you. Nice little set. And Guster snags those two. Great grab. That's a really nice set there. I appreciate you picking those up, Guster. I'll set those aside for you, and then we will move on to our next one. Thank you. I figured it was probably time to start trying some auctions in the mix for these shows. I've been wanting to for a little bit, but just wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do that. So I'll put these aside for you. And then I'll get started on the next one. Grab a drink here. Okay. Next up, I think I said I was going to do the mashup one next. So this will be a single sticky note. Let me zoom in on that one. This will be a single sticky note combo, split right down the middle, however you want to think of it or describe it. And we'll start working on this guy. Actually, let me start with... Oh, I guess do I still have that pinned? Or did it go away? There it goes. Okay. Welcome in, Vintage Peasant. Appreciate you stopping by this evening. Welcome in, Joss Martin. Appreciate you stopping by. Let me Tonight's sticky note show may or may not have been influenced by a trailer drop today. And if you know, you know. I know some of you know. We've already talked about it a little bit. We're running each of these drawings tonight as an auction after it's completed. So if you're interested in anything like that, you can probably get you might be able to. I shouldn't say probably or shouldn't try to guarantee anything. Here's what I'll tell you. They are starting lower than what sticky notes would normally cost, so there is a chance that you might get a little deal. Maybe. And there is Luna. That's my pup. Letting us know that something is going on outside. You can always, if you're not sure you'll be around for the auction, you can always go ahead and add a pre-bid in if you're interested. Or there's also a bunch of um, pre-drawn sticky notes already loaded in the shop area. So you can always take a look around there and see if there's anything you like. Or, you know what? You can just hang out. That's cool too. Welcome in, SCH Gregory, or should I say, Gregory? Hope you're having a good Monday. Welcome in, Doss. Welcome in, Argantis. Welcome in anybody who I might have missed. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little bit this evening. Will those come with the names as well? What do you mean, Jayhawk? I'm not sure I follow. Will they come with the names? Oh, you mean the frames? Yes, these are going to be framed if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, these will all come with frames once they're done, and we'll get them off to everybody. Now, unless you really meant names. Okay, good. No worries. I figured it out. We solved the riddle. If anybody's new to the chat and not sure what Jayhawk was just referring to, each of these sticky notes comes framed. You can see some examples of that in the shop area if you're interested in taking a peek there. Otherwise, once I finish up this drawing, I will add it to a frame. So you'll see that whole process and what that's all about as well. Did you get done with dinner already, Jayhawk? That was pretty quick. I'm still making it. Okay. What are you making? Anything good? I mean, I'm sure it's good, but words are hard. The little single ones here will probably go a little quicker than that first one we did. So I think I'm just about close to running this one. So anybody's interested, don't go anywhere. We're going to list this one pretty soon. fried chicken salad with cucumbers and pecans and craisins. Wow. Okay, that sounds pretty darn good. We had some stuffed peppers here on this side, and that was pretty good too, I gotta say. My wife makes some pretty good stuffed peppers. The reason why I thought of that and mentioned is because the stuffed peppers had, well, not pecans, they had almonds and raisins in them as well, mixed with the rice and the meat and everything. It was good. Actually, I may not be as close to finishing this as I just alluded to, but we're getting there. Welcome in Kabloom. Welcome in 3 Enjoy Life. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for a little bit this evening. Okay, y'all, hang on. We're getting ready to wrap this one up, and then we will run it as well. Welcome in, Tanaki. Welcome in, Slim Shady. How is everyone doing? Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Finally got that out of there. All right, we're going to throw this one in a frame, and then we will run it as well. So we'll take our mashup sticky note now with half Wolverine, half Deadpool, and a little fourth wall break going on there. Throw it in the frame. So this is what Jay Hawk mentioned earlier. If anybody was around, we have little frames here that we put them in. It's a 3-inch by 3-inch sticky note in a 4-inch by 4-inch frame. Let me start the auction on this one. We're going to start this one at 15. Anybody is interested in that one? There you go. And if not, no worries, because I kind of dig that. I wouldn't mind hanging on to that if it doesn't go anywhere. We got a few more to work on after this. I've got a head pool. I've got another 2 set here. In fact, I will work on the Claws v Butter Knives set after this one. All right, no worries on that one. Appreciate y'all hanging out and watching that for a little bit. Let me unpin that. And then we're going to work on so it's another 2 set, similar to the first that we did. We got Wolverine with some claws showing, and then we've got Deadpool here with some butter knives. Okay. Welcome in, Bob. Welcome in, Greg. Welcome in, anybody who is watching over on YouTube. Appreciate you tuning in on YouTube as well. Apologies if I'm neglecting the YouTube stream a little bit. We've got some auctions running over on Whatnot. Once I finish each set of drawings, we're running them there. So if you're interested in potentially picking up some art tonight, hop on over to Whatnot with us, and you might be able to snag one. Mostly, I just hope everybody's having a good day. Thanks for stopping by the drawing table. I don't know about you all. This has been kind of fun tonight. I like doing these little sets. I might, as we get closer to the movie, maybe I'll do some more, or at least one other show like this. I might just do some other pieces to list in the shop every once in a while. But these are fun. Oh, good, Jayhawk. I'm glad you had a good day. Mine's been good. My wife and I went furniture shopping earlier. That was an adventure. We're trying to redo, at least update some of the house a little bit. So had to go look around for that. That took a little bit of time. Um, we're still sort of in the idea phase, I think, for that. So we'll have to do some more investigating. But so far, it's going good. Other than that, got to do some freelance work on the computer for a little bit, and then do a little bit of drawing before the show. So this gel pen is on the way out, aren't you? You were one of my newer pens too. Okay. Well, we'll let that sit for a minute. Welcome in, Barone. Welcome in, the Django Fett. Appreciate everybody stopping in this evening. Django Fett says, I have a George Perez Wolverine sketch. That's pretty rad. That's really awesome. I have a sketch cover, and it was a Batman sketch cover done by George Perez that some friends of mine got for me at a show up in Orlando several years ago. I never got to meet him myself, but I always wanted to. And luckily, they were looking out for me. They managed to grab something from an event he was at up there. Do you have any other original art or any other sketches by anybody? I love, I love original work, especially original comic work. Such a great guy. Yeah, that was sort of the consensus that I always heard, and that's what my friends said for sure. They had seen him in a few things off and on because they sort of lived up in that same area. Oh, nice. So J. Scott, you also have a J. Scott Campbell sketch on the cover. That's rad. J. Scott is one of my faves too. I've never been able to get a sketch from him, but I do. I've got signatures on some books and things. But that's rad. I have a Tom Grummett original sketch, and it's actually framed right here beside me, that I love. And it was something that I won during a sketch battle at MegaCon one year. He drew an old style Iron Man, and he's written in a thought balloon above it, "Curse you, Bob Layton." But that was a fun pickup and a fun thing to grab. All right, so let me ask it to you this way then. Who is one that you don't have yet that you would like to try and get? For me, it's probably not a very original answer, but I'd love to have an original Jim Lee at some point. Of course, my budget does not allow for that right now, but okay, cool. Scotty Young and Frank Miller, those are good options. Yeah, those would be really cool works and really like different work, like really different drawings. Those would be nice to have. Well, I wish you luck. Hopefully you can add those to your collection one day. Mostly, I really want to get original comic pages, or even prelims of the comic pages. Like I like the commissions. I like sketches, things like that. But I don't know. There's always something to me about having the original page to a book that I could pair up with it. So that will one day be my next adventure. Or a winning lottery ticket. Yeah. Winning lottery ticket would be swell too, right? So apparently, Django, apologies. Apparently, I have muted words set on my stream, and I didn't realize that. But whatever your last message was, it looks like Whatnot muted it. I'll have to look at that at my settings there for that, I guess. Ah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, stuff like that would be neat. That's funny that Whatnot muted that. I mean, I guess I get it, but welcome in, Mr. J. Welcome in, Jared. in, Greg. Appreciate everyone who is hanging out for a little bit tonight. Welcome in, Art of Big Mac. Thanks for stopping by. All right, I think I'm getting close to the Wolverine half of this one. And then I will move on to the Deadpool side. For anyone who has just hopped in, we're doing the sticky notes tonight, inspired by the Wolverine and Deadpool trailer, or Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. After I draw each of these, they will be listed in auction. So if you are interested at all in picking up a piece, tonight might be your night. Who knows? Okay, there's the Wolverine side, which I happened to draw upside down on that sticky note, but it won't affect the frame at all. Welcome in, Christopher. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope everybody who's here tonight is having a good day. Sticky note show tonight is a little different than what I've done before. We're doing Wolverine and Deadpool tonight. And once these are all done, I'll run them as an auction. The one that I'm currently working on will be the, if you look in the auction section, you'll see this is Claws v. Butter Knives. So these two will go together. I also have some sticky note drawings in the Buy It Now area. So if you unable to hang out for the auctions, or if you just see something in there that you like a little better, those are available for purchase as well. Django Fett asks if I'm on the con circuit. Not officially, no. I have a couple of local appearances, local to me, that I'm going to do, but unfortunately, no, I don't do a lot of conventions at this point. I wouldn't mind getting back into that. Well, I say getting back into that. I really haven't done a whole lot of that at all. But I wouldn't mind doing some of that. The local ones are fun for sure. And if anybody is curious, I am based in like Southeast Florida. So like coming up for me, I have an appearance at my local comic shop on Free Comic Book Day. So that's Berserk Comics in Port St. Lucie, if anybody is nearby or familiar. And then in November is the only other one that I currently have scheduled, and that's also a local convention here in Port St. Lucie. Welcome in, Gits. How are you? Django Fett, Ocala Comic Con in September if you're interested. Oh, nice. So are you also in Florida then, or are you just close enough that you come down to Ocala for that show? Oh, Ray Park will be at that one. Yeah, I think Ray Park also has an appearance in Palm Beach somewhere for Free Comic Book Day. I thought I just saw something listed, unless I'm mistaking him for someone, or mistaking his appearance for somebody else. But very cool. Well, I might just have to look into that one then. We'll see. I did Comic-Con Revolution in Palm Beach several years back. That's so far probably the biggest one that I've participated in. That was fun. That was my first real show out that I did an artist booth at. And I enjoyed it. It's just I'm so relatively part-time with my art that I could never quite justify it. But hopefully Whatnot will help me become more consistent. I mean, that's what I've been having fun with on Whatnot when I'm not drawing, is just roaming around and checking out the different artist streams. I mean, it's like having an artist alley right there in your phone, and I like that. I mean, I like the real thing too. Don't get me wrong. But this has been a lot of fun. Yeah, I've heard good things about Tampa Bay Comic Con. I'm not sure if I have. So I'm not sure if I have quite the inventory to justify something like that yet. And to be completely honest, I like doing this kind of stuff on Whatnot for sure. But I have some original content that I keep trying to go back to, and if I could get that to a state that I felt finished with or felt completed with, then I'd love to take that out and make the con circuit with it. I did a web comic for a little while, for about a year or so. I want to get that going again, but I also have several graphic novel ideas that I'm slowly fleshing out. And when I say slowly, I mean very slowly. Well, sometimes I think I think too much about some of these shows and opportunities, and maybe I just get cold feet over them. But I have thought about doing different ones, and then I think about what I realistically have to take and sell, and I don't see in my mind that I have enough to really get an ROI on it. Maybe that's the wrong way to look at it, because I know exposure is also important. Marketing yourself is also important. But at the end of the day, I need to try to make a little bit of money if I'm out there. So that's the other fun thing about Whatnot is the cost of entry is actually really good, especially like for newer artists who are working their way up to that. I mean, look at this. I'm sitting in my house at my drawing table with my phone sitting over my drawing board. It's fun. Ah, okay. So yeah, the friend's booth. Is your friend an artist? Are you an artist? Have you worked some of those yourself? Is that what you're saying? Sorry, I'm glancing at chat while I'm doing this. I've got a friend now who is he and his friend they have an online toy shop that they do. It's called toystalker.com, and they've been doing a lot of shows around the Florida area, taking their stuff, and I see how much work they are putting into it. And it's just, yeah, it's a lot, and I'm not opposed to the work. It's just work, yes, not as an artist. He was selling Lego. Okay, very cool. I do enjoy the convention vibe. I just So then, do you have any shows coming up that you're helping with your friend's booth? Cool. You both enjoy OGR. That's awesome. Yeah. Just a reminder to anybody who might not have been in one of the other 100 times when I feel like I keep repeating myself. Um, Once I finish each drawing, I am going to run them as an auction. So if you're interested in anything like that, you can also take a look. There's some there that you can pre-bid on now, or there's also items in the buy it now section that you could go ahead and purchase if you'd like. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for a little bit. What hospital, Jenga? And what do you do at the hospital? TGH Tampa General. Is that the one that John Couros is at? And respiratory therapist. Nice. Good for you. That's important work. I used to work for Martin Health on this side of the state, now part of Cleveland Clinic. He was over Jupiter Medical at the time, or early on, and he moved over to Tampa not long after I was here. I didn't know him, but I just knew of him. And having worked a little bit in the health space, I tend to end up seeing a lot of his LinkedIn posts. No, I don't know him personally. I just know of him. But I worked briefly in healthcare. Well, briefly, about 5 years in healthcare on the marketing and communication side of things, doing content creation, social media, just storytelling, that kind of thing. All right. Slowly but surely, we're making progress on this. Hey, Roscoe. How are you doing tonight, sir? Thanks for hopping in here and taking a peek. I saw a note. Did your show not happen tonight? Was there a postponement on your show over on YouTube? Yeah, no show. Okay, yeah. Before to get ready for shift. Oh, thanks, Django. Appreciate that. Traveling. I got you, Roscoe. Well, Django, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. You'll be back on next Monday. All right, good deal. Well, thank you for tuning in here tonight. Doing a little bit different sticky note show this evening. Doing a bunch of Deadpool and Wolverine sketches. Hey, I'm game, Roscoe. Let me know. Let me know what your schedules look like and what that entails. Got to make sure that my streaming and stuff is up to par and that everything works. But I'm game. Let me know. Are you? What do you have planned for Free Comic Book Day? Are you doing anything locally? Losing my pens. Losing my pens. Nice. All right. I look forward to it. You know where to find me. Unlike my pens, which I don't quite know where to find right now. Here's one. So once each drawing is finished, or each set of drawings, depending on what they go, I will run them as auctions this evening. Some are listed and available for pre-bids. This, if you're looking in the auction section, this would be Claws v. Butter Knives, two pack. Once I finish it up, I will put each one in a frame, and then we'll run it. We're getting relatively close, I think. Oh, cool. Oh, that sounds like fun, Roscoe. I love, comic hunting a little bit at yard sales and flea markets when I can get out to them. Unfortunately, my collection is a little large at the moment. I gotta free up some space. Welcome in, Boston. Welcome in, Jeff. Welcome in, Beskar. Welcome in, Whiskey. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out for a little bit. My name's Chris, and this is the Sticky Note Show. I'm just a dude that draws on sticky notes from time to time. I draw on other things too. But tonight, it's stickies. If you're curious what the sticky notes look like, you can take a look at the shop area. I have a bunch of them loaded there, so you can see what the stickies look like, what the frames look like. Maybe even see something there you like. Who knows? Welcome in, everybody. If you happen to be tuning in over on YouTube, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. I am simulcasting on my YouTube channel, but if you're interested in participating in the auctions or anything like that, be sure and head over to Whatnot. Also, I hate to admit it, but I tend to neglect the YouTube live stream while this is going on. So I apologize if I've missed anybody over there. But right now we're having the fun on Whatnot. Okay. We'll get these in a frame and then we will run this set. So this is what we do with the sticky notes once we finish them up. Have some frames. This is what the finished Deadpool half looks like. Turn this around. And then framed, it looks like that. A little smudge on the glass, but I will take care of that before it ships out, so don't worry about that. Then we have our Wolverine half. And there's the two together. So this is the Claws versus the Claws v Butter Knives set. I'm going to add it from the shop. Let's see, Claws v Butter Knives. We're going to go ahead and start that auction. $30 seconds, or more like 20 now, but started it at 25. Thank you, Jay Hawk, for your bid. And there you go. Easy as that. Jayhawk, thank you. Thanks for grabbing that. Appreciate you picking that up. That's a nice grab. Not too shabby. Okay. Let me unpin this. Doesn't seem to be letting me unpin it. Oh, here it is. Never mind. Don't mind me. I'm just new here. No, Jayhawk, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for picking those up. I think that's a pretty cool little set there. Let me put your name on that one, and then we will move on to the next. And I hope your dinner turned out well. We also still have this one from earlier tonight. If anybody is interested, we could run that one again. That is the Wolverine and Deadpool mashup. Just let me know. We can always throw that back out there. And if not, no worries. Like I said, I kind of like that one. I don't mind if I hang on to it. All right. What do we want to work on next? You know what? Wait, why is it saying there's another mashup there? Let me check this settings here. Oh, yeah, because we just ran mashup before and it didn't. Okay, never mind. I'm getting confused in my old age. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do. This one is also currently listed for and available for pre-bids if anybody is interested. But this is Headpool. We're gonna work on a little bit of Headpool here. This one will probably go pretty quick, drawing wise. I mean. Welcome in, Cals. Welcome in anybody who I might have missed. You know what? I am going to start with a marker on this one. Appreciate everybody who is still hanging around or just ducking in and out. You know, I know how it goes here on Whatnot. People, you're probably swiping through multiple shows. I do that myself. But I appreciate any amount of time that you've given this evening. Appreciate Guster and Jayhawk for picking up some pretty cool pieces tonight, if I do say so myself. Overall, I've been having fun with tonight's show. Welcome in, DRG. Appreciate you stopping by for a minute. Welcome in, Chicken. Appreciate you passing through this evening. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in, Yesa. Welcome in, Kata RN. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome in, Vic. For anybody who's new, this is the Sticky Note show that I sometimes do on Whatnot. Tonight's version has a distinctly Deadpool and Wolverine look to it. Each of these drawings, once I'm finished, will be run as an auction. They'll be starting less than what they would normally cost on their own, so an opportunity for a deal. There's also items preloaded in the shop in case you see something else there that you might like. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. You're welcome to just hang out as well. That's always fun. This is the last of the items that I believe was already preloaded in the auctions. So this may end up being my last one for the night. We'll see how I feel afterwards. But yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on with Deadpool here. All right, I think we're starting to wind down on Deadpool here. Once I finish him up, I will frame him, and then we'll run him. And if you want, you can own him.
When you're done, can you put my phone in?
Yeah.
I'll call you back.
Okay. All right. Here comes Deadpool. We grab a frame and welcome everybody. And if I've missed anyone who has hopped in here, I appreciate you stopping in for a little bit. I'm gonna place the Deadpool sticky note. See if I can get them in there straight. Still seems a little wonky to me. There we go. Throw that on like so. Actually, first let me give y'all a little closer look. 3-inch by 3-inch sticky note. Deadpool drawn on top of that. Got them in a frame. I'm going to run this one. We're going to start the auction at $15 for 30 seconds. If anybody's interested, you can snag that one. If not, no worries. All right, no worries on that one. I will keep that one in my inventory for Free Comic Book Day coming up. Let's see what time we got. 9:19. Maybe I'll do one more real quick. We'll do a bonus one. How about that? Anybody like Dogpool? Throw a little Dogpool in there. Why not? Let me unpin that from the... Okay. And then this one will be my last one for the evening. We'll wrap it up after this. But I'll throw a little bonus Dogpool into the mix, and if anyone would like this one, we'll run it as an auction afterwards. I'll try to do this one in a little bit quicker fashion than some of the others have taken tonight, but this one might be fun as a little bit looser interpretation, or a little looser render, I guess, maybe I should say. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate anybody who is just tuning in. My name's Chris. I draw on sticky notes. Just working on the final one for tonight's show. I think after this one, I'm going to wrap it up, call it a night. This one, I will run it as an auction after I've finished. So if anybody's interested, you can grab a dog pool to add to your collection if you'd like. Or if you just want to hang out and finish up the show with me, that is cool too. If anyone is more interested in the commission versions of these shows, well, the next sticky note show that I have on the schedule will return back to that format, and be happy to do some commissions as we hang out. Tonight just seemed like a different change of pace, though. Oh, thanks, Jayhawk. Yeah, it was sort of a last minute pivot, or not really last minute, but it was a pivot earlier today when after I saw the trailer, I said, let me try something a little different. Who knows? I want to start doing some more themed shows down the line. I know early on there was an interest. Someone had expressed an interest in like a Pokemon show. So I'm still thinking about doing that. I'm not the biggest Pokemon expert, so that one I'm still working over. But definitely, I think there's some opportunity for different themes along the way. Obviously, May 4th, I'm going to do a Star Wars show. So if anybody has anything they would like to see in the future, let me know. I'll see if I can incorporate it. We are ending the show tonight with Dogpool. So once I'm finished here, we'll run this one as an auction. So in the meantime, if you see anything in the shop that you might want to pick up, go for it. Otherwise, appreciate everybody who is hanging out. And we're going to do this again. Don't worry. All right, we're getting close here. We'll have this one wrapped up momentarily, and then we will run it. And again, I appreciate everybody who spent a little bit of time hanging out this evening. Appreciate those of you that picked up some art along the way. Thank you so much. Closer look at a little Deadpool sticky note. That will end our Deadpool and Wolverine special this evening. We'll run this one real quick. Actually, I think I need to add it. Let me add this one, and then we'll go from there. In the meantime, discuss amongst yourselves. And we're going to start this one. It's going to start at 15, go for 30 seconds. And there we go. If anybody's interested, you can add Deadpool to your collection. If not, no worries. Oh, Guster's got a bid in there. Thank you, Guster. Appreciate that. And Guster takes it home. Nice grab. Thank you so much. All right. With that, I think I'm going to wrap up tonight's show. I will add this to your collection, Guster. Thank you again to everyone who hung out with us tonight. Had some fun. We're going to do this again. We'll have another one of these shows. I've got a few more shows lined up coming up in the near future. Feel free to bookmark those. Just come hang out. Thanks, y'all. All right. Have a good night, everybody.